You think you know fear? You think you've seen darkness? Wait until you see what these wrestlers became when the lights went out on Halloween 2025. What happens when the most dangerous athletes on the planet decide to embrace the one night where monsters walk among us? When wrestlers who already live their lives on the edge of chaos put on masks and become something even more terrifying? I'm about to show you a side of your favorite superstars you've never witnessed before, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand why Halloween 2025 will go down as the most unforgettable night in wrestling history. Right now, across 3 of the biggest wrestling promotions in the world, something incredible is happening. WWE superstars, AEW fighters, and TNA warriors are unleashing their darkest alter egos, and the results are absolutely mind-blowing. This isn't just about putting on a costume and taking a picture. No. This is about transformation. This is about wrestlers channeling something primal, something dangerous, something that makes you question whether the person underneath that makeup is still the same competitor you thought you knew. And if you love this world as much as I do, if wrestling runs through your veins like it runs through mine, then you need to hit that subscribe button right now. Join the SLAMZONE family because we're the ones who dig deeper, we're the ones who show you what everyone else misses. Hit that notification bell because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next on this channel. We're building something special here, and I want you to be part of it from the very beginning. Let me take you back to last night. October 31st, 2025. The air is electric. Halloween has always been a special time for wrestling, but this year something shifted. The energy was different. You could feel it through every social media post, every behind-the-scenes photo, every glimpse we got of what these athletes were preparing. In WWE, the transformation begins at the Performance Center. Picture this, the sun is setting over Orlando, and inside those walls, superstars are gathering. Not for training, not for a match, but for something that's about to blow up the internet. Roman Reigns, the man who has carried the company on his shoulders for years, the tribal chief himself, steps into frame wearing something that sends chills down your spine. He's embraced the horror icon Candyman, complete with the hooked hand and that fur-lined coat that screams both elegance and terror. The detail is insane. The makeup around his eyes creates this haunting stare that makes you feel like he's looking directly into your soul. But here's where it gets intense. This isn't just Roman playing dress up. Through the costume, through that character, you can still see the intensity that makes him the most dominant force in wrestling today. The tribal chief has become something darker, something that represents everything he's built over the past few years. The fear, the respect, the absolute control. Candyman was a legend of terror in cinema, and Roman has been a legend of dominance in that ring. The parallel is perfect. It's poetic. It's brilliant. The crowd online goes absolutely nuclear when the first images drop. Comments flooding in by the thousands. People can't believe what they're seeing. Hashtags trending worldwide within minutes. This is the power of wrestling meeting pop culture, and it's explosive. Then Seth Rollins enters the conversation. The visionary. The architect. The man who reinvents himself more than any other competitor in the business. And what does he choose? The Joker. But not just any Joker. Seth brings his own twisted vision to the character. The purple suit is immaculate. The green hair is wild and untamed. That smile painted across his face is disturbing in the best possible way. And here's what makes it perfect: Seth has always been chaos personified in the ring. His matches are unpredictable. His alliances shift like sand. His methods are calculated madness. The Joker isn't just a costume for Seth Rollins. It's a revelation. It's the physical manifestation of what he's always been inside that squared circle. Watch how he moves in the character. Every gesture is theatrical. Every expression is exaggerated. He's not just wearing the costume, he's living it. He's breathing life into it. And wrestling fans around the world are eating it up because they recognize something authentic in this transformation. They see the wrestler they love taking his persona to the next level. Over in Stamford, Connecticut, at WWE headquarters, more surprises are unfolding. Rhea Ripley, Mommy herself, the woman who has dominated the women's division with an iron fist and an attitude that takes no prisoners, has transformed into Harley Quinn. But this isn't the bubbly, comedic version you might expect. No. Rhea brings that same edge, that same danger she brings to every match. The pigtails are there, the makeup is flawless, but in her eyes, you still see the competitor who will rip apart anyone who stands in her way. She's holding that baseball bat like she's ready to use it, and knowing Rhea, knowing her track record, you absolutely believe she would. The juxtaposition is fascinating. Harley Quinn represents this chaotic freedom, this unpredictable energy, and Rhea has built her entire career on being the most intense, the most uncompromising woman in wrestling. Together, they create something that's both playful and absolutely terrifying. Fans are already making compilation videos, comparing her ring gear to this Halloween transformation, showing how Rhea has always had this dark edge that makes her special. But hold on. AEW isn't about to let WWE have all the spotlight. Over in Jacksonville, Florida, at Daly's Place, All Elite Wrestling is bringing their own flavor to Halloween 2025, and let me tell you, they're not holding anything back. MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the man who calls himself better than everyone and has the skills to back it up, has chosen something that's causing absolute mayhem online. He's gone full-on Beetlejuice. The black and white striped suit fits him like it was made for this moment. The wild hair, the pale makeup, that manic energy that the character embodies, it all comes together in a way that makes perfect sense when you think about who MJF is. He's theatrical. He's over the top. He's a showman who understands that wrestling is about entertainment as much as it's about competition. MJF posts a video where he's staying completely in character, doing that gravelly Beetlejuice voice, making jokes about being dead and haunting the competition. The comments section explodes with laughter and amazement. People are tagging Tony Khan, AEW's president, demanding that MJF wrestles an entire match in this character. The engagement is through the roof. This is what happens when wrestlers understand their audience, when they give fans something memorable beyond just what happens in the ring. Then Kenny Omega steps into the spotlight. The best bout machine. The man who has had some of the greatest matches in wrestling history. Kenny goes in a completely different direction. He chooses Pennywise from IT, and the execution is flawless. The red balloon in his hand. The ruffled collar. That sinister smile painted across his face. Kenny has always had this ability to tap into different personas, to channel various characters through his wrestling style. Japanese strong style, lucha libre influences, hardcore brawling, he does it all. And now, on Halloween, he's showing that same versatility in how he presents himself outside the ring. What makes this so powerful is the contrast. Kenny Omega is beloved by wrestling fans worldwide. He's respected as one of the greatest in-ring performers of all time. But Pennywise? Pennywise is fear incarnate. Pennywise is the thing that haunts your nightmares. Seeing Kenny embrace the darkness, that horror, it creates this cognitive dissonance that's absolutely captivating. Fans can't look away. They're sharing the images everywhere. Wrestling websites are writing articles. YouTube channels are making reaction videos. Now listen, I need you to do something for me right now. If you're enjoying this breakdown, if you're loving this deep dive into how wrestlers celebrated Halloween 2025, smash that like button. It helps the algorithm push this video to more wrestling fans who need to see this. Subscribe to SLAMZONE if you haven't already because we're just getting started. We've got massive content coming your way every single week. Hit that notification bell so you never miss when we drop the next video. I promise you, what we're building here is special, and I want you to be part of this journey with me. Your support means everything. Back to the action. TNA Wrestling, formerly known as Impact Wrestling, is making noise on this Halloween night. They might not have the massive budget of WWE or the cable television deal of AEW, but what they have is heart. What they have is passion. And what they have is wrestlers who are hungry to prove they belong in the conversation. Josh Alexander, TNA World Champion, a man who represents everything that's good about professional wrestling, the work ethic, the dedication, the pure in-ring skill, he's transformed into Jason Voorhees. That hockey mask is iconic. That machete in his hand creates an image that's equal parts awesome and intimidating. Josh has always been the kind of wrestler who lets his work do the talking. He doesn't need flashy promos or controversial statements. He just goes out there and delivers incredible matches night after night. But on Halloween? On Halloween, he's showing a different side. He's showing that he can be playful, that he can engage with fans in ways beyond just athletic competition. The TNA locker room is alive with creativity. Wrestlers are going all out. You've got tag teams coordinating their costumes. You've got veterans embracing classic horror characters. You've got younger talent putting modern spins on Halloween favorites. The energy is infectious. It spreads through social media like wildfire. Fans who maybe haven't watched TNA in years are suddenly paying attention again. They're remembering why they fell in love with this promotion in the first place. It's about wrestlers who care, who give everything they have, who connect with their audience in authentic ways. Across all three promotions, something beautiful is happening. The competition between WWE, AEW, and TNA isn't creating animosity on this night. Instead, it's creating this friendly rivalry where everyone is trying to outdo each other with creativity and commitment. Wrestlers are commenting on each other's posts across company lines. They're giving props. They're showing respect. They're reminding us that underneath all the corporate structures and television deals and contract negotiations, there's a community of performers who share a love for this industry. The Undertaker's legacy looms large over everything happening tonight. Think about it. The dead man made Halloween and spooky season his entire identity for over 3 decades in WWE. He turned darkness and fear into championship gold. He made the supernatural believable in a world of predetermined outcomes. These current wrestlers, they grew up watching The Undertaker. They were inspired by how he committed to his character so completely that people actually wondered if he really had supernatural powers. So when they put on these Halloween costumes, when they transform into horror icons and movie villains, they're paying homage. They're continuing a tradition that The Undertaker established. They're saying, we understand that wrestling is about more than just moves and finishes. It's about creating moments that people remember forever. The production quality of these Halloween celebrations is remarkable. WWE has an entire creative team helping superstars bring their visions to life. Professional makeup artists are working overtime. Costume designers are sourcing materials and putting together outfits that could win awards at major conventions. AEW wrestlers are collaborating with independent artists and local talent to create looks that stand out. TNA is showing that you don't need a massive budget to make an impact, you just need passion and creativity. Social media becomes this massive gallery of incredible transformations. Instagram is flooded with professional photos. Twitter is exploding with videos and behind-the-scenes content. TikTok is filled with wrestlers doing character-appropriate skits and challenges. Facebook wrestling groups are debating who had the best costume. Reddit threads are breaking down every detail of every outfit. This is modern wrestling. This is how you engage an audience in 2025. You give them content that works across multiple platforms. You create moments that are shareable, that are memorable, that make people feel connected to something bigger than themselves. But here's what makes this truly special. These aren't just costumes. These are statements. When Roman Reigns becomes Candyman, he's reinforcing his position as someone to be feared. When Seth Rollins becomes the Joker, he's embracing the chaos that defines his career. When Rhea Ripley becomes Harley Quinn, she's showing the fun side of danger. When MJF becomes Beetlejuice, he's proving he's the most entertaining man in wrestling. When Kenny Omega becomes Pennywise, he's reminding everyone that he can be whatever he needs to be to captivate an audience. When Josh Alexander becomes Jason Voorhees, he's demonstrating that even the most serious competitors can let loose and have fun. This is storytelling. This is character development happening in real time on social media. This is wrestlers understanding that their brand extends beyond what happens between those ropes. Modern wrestlers have to be social media savvy. They have to create content. They have to engage with fans directly. They have to build their personal brands while also representing their companies. It's exhausting. It's demanding. It requires skills that wrestlers from previous generations never had to develop. But the ones who figure it out, the ones who embrace it, they become superstars on a level that transcends wrestling. Halloween 2025 is proving to be a masterclass in sports entertainment marketing. Every major wrestling news website is covering the celebrations. YouTube channels are making countdown videos of the best costumes. Podcasts are dedicating entire episodes to analyzing the choices each wrestler made. This is free publicity. This is organic engagement. This is fans doing the promotional work because they're genuinely excited about what they're seeing. And here's the unexpected twist that's making this Halloween even more special: wrestlers from different eras are getting involved. Legends are posting throwback photos of their own Halloween celebrations from years past. Hall of Famers are commenting on current stars' costumes, giving their seal of approval. Retired wrestlers are sharing stories about the pranks and parties that happened backstage during Halloween shows throughout history. It's creating this bridge between generations. It's showing younger fans the rich history of wrestling's relationship with Halloween. It's reminding older fans why they fell in love with this industry in the first place. The fan response has been overwhelming. People are creating fan art based on the costumes. Digital artists are designing posters that blend the wrestlers with their chosen characters. Cosplayers are already planning to recreate these looks for future conventions. Children are asking their parents for wrestling-themed Halloween costumes for next year. This is the ripple effect of great entertainment. This is what happens when performers connect with their audience on an emotional level. Before we wrap this up, I need you to do something. Take a second and hit the like button if you've enjoyed this deep dive into wrestling's Halloween celebration. Share this video with your wrestling friends. Post it in your wrestling groups. Help us grow the SLAMZONE family, because together, we're building the best wrestling commentary channel on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already, because next week, we've got something huge coming. I can't reveal it yet, but trust me, you don't want to miss it. Turn on that notification bell. Be part of this community. Let's make SLAMZONE the place where real wrestling fans gather. What we witnessed on Halloween 2025 wasn't just wrestlers dressing up in costumes. It was a celebration of creativity, of personality, of the special connection between performers and fans. It was WWE, AEW, and TNA all bringing their unique flavors to the same concept and creating something magical. It was established stars showing they're still hungry to entertain. It was rising talent proving they belong on the big stage. It was legends reminding us of Halloween's special place in wrestling history. Most importantly, it was a reminder that wrestling, at its core, is about making people feel something. Whether it's excitement, fear, joy, or wonder, the goal is always to create an emotional response. And on this Halloween night, wrestlers across 3 major promotions absolutely delivered on that promise.